Good evening and welcome back to Crossfire. Now, all 2020 KCPE candidates who sat the exams will transition to Form 1. Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha says despite a few incidents of malpractices, all candidates will receive their result, but disciplinary action will follow later. Meanwhile, this year's KCPE and more male candidates at 50% compared to female candidates at 49%. Shadrach Miti analyzes the 2020 exams for us.
A total of 1,179,192 candidates sat the 2020 Kenya Certificate of Primary Education. Of these, 590,450 were boys, while girls stood at 588,742. The results have been celebrated and termed as impressive given the circumstances within which the tests were taken and marked.
The administration of the 2020 KCPE examination was a unique one. It came at a time the world was facing a global pandemic. Our school calendar was disrupted by many months as the government made the efforts to mitigate against the pandemic.
Our teachers have done a tremendous job, as I said, within the context of a disrupted world.
This wonderful class has defied all the challenges they went through last year to post an impressive result in the Kenya Certificate of Primary Education.
Although the best candidates scored 433 marks against last year's 440, the mean average performance and quality of grades for all candidates in the 2020 exams was higher.
The performance of the candidates in the 2020 KCPE examination is thoroughly commendable and has shown no remarkable difference from the performance in the past years.
Individual performance saw more candidates in top 10 come from public schools, with female candidates shining above boys. Female candidates performed slightly better than their male counterparts in English, Kiswahili, and Kenyan Sign Language, while male candidates performed slightly better than their female counterparts in mathematics, science and social studies, and religious education.
5 papers recorded an improvement in the performance of 2020 as compared to 2019. They are English composition, Kiswahili Lugha, Kenya Sign Language objective, mathematics, which is thoroughly encouraging, and of course religious education.
The number of absentee candidates increased from 6,272 in 2019 to 12,424, while candidates below 12 years increased from 20,086 in 2019 to 26,378. Although all candidates will transit to secondary school, in line with the government's policy on free and compulsory education, they will be placed in schools of their choice, based on performance and available spaces. Despite robust security arrangements employed and deployed by the government in the monitoring and administration of the exams, about 7 cases of exam malpractice were reported. Yet, unlike in the past, all candidates will receive their results pending appropriate penalties.
We shall release the results of all the candidates. We shall release the part of the results of all the candidates. But those staffers who allowed this to happen shall be severely punished. That is the variation to this speech.
All eyes will now focus on the Form 1 selection set to take place on May 28th, when all candidates will know which secondary school they will be joining. Shadrach Miti, KTN News.
And still on the KCPE results, candidates with special needs have recorded an improvement in the overall marks compared to the year 2020.